Hello, I'm Mike Keglix and I'm here to show you how to use your new Loadrite weighing system. There are many benefits to using your Loadrite scale. Increased productivity, reduced fines for overloading, better accuracy in loading trailers and trucks, all these and more. This is one of our scales in the Loadrite onboard weighing systems product line. Each scale has specific features that your Loadrite installer can review with you. However, the basics are the same. At top you have the Loadrite display. Here you will see the weights and totals. Below are the buttons used to add and subtract weights, choose products, choose customers, and more. Your installer will review the specific process required at your site, as each location is uniquely different. There are many factors to obtain an accurate weight when using a Loadrite scale on your loader. Things that may affect your weights are bucket position, movement of the loader, movement of the boom, and material. We will be looking at each of these things as you learn to weigh accurately using the Loadrite scale. As we all know, when digging in a pile, the bucket will move in many ways. When it's time to lift the bucket to get a weight, make sure that the bucket is rolled fully back to the stops. Why is this important, you may ask? Since the scale measures pressure in the hydraulic system and converts it to weight, the more pressure used to lift a bucket of material, the more weight is read. When the bucket is tipped farther forward, the weight in the bucket obtains added leverage, causing the hydraulic pressure to be higher. This gives us an inaccurate weight. As you go through your day, moving material from place to place, be aware that if you weigh in motion, bouncing in the boom from ride control or rough terrain can throw the weights off. Your lifts need to be smooth through the area where weighing is being performed, also known as the trigger point. This can be done as you are moving backwards or forwards with the Loadrite scale. Material can also affect the accuracy of your weights. When material is sticky or has a tendency to build up in the heels of the bucket, you'll get an accurate weight of what you lift. However, not all the material weighed will be loaded on the truck. Make sure to frequently zero or shake out any built-up material so you know exactly how much is being loaded on each truck. To use the scale, remember three simple letters: F, R, L. Fill the bucket with material, roll the bucket back to the stops, then lift the load smoothly. As the bucket moves through the trigger point, the scale will read the pressure and display the weight. At this time, you will either press the add button or let the weight automatically add. If the automatic add is turned on, the lights on the scale will look like this. Your installer will show you what options are available to you. Each lifted bucket will accumulate to give the total load. When you are done with your load, simply press clear and your total will be erased. The scale is now ready for the next load. While using your scale, there will be times when check zero will show on the screen. This message is asking you to make sure your scale is zeroed. The Loadrite scale needs to know what pressure the hydraulic system is at when the bucket is empty. As the temperature of the hydraulic oil changes, material builds up or falls out, the pressure in the hydraulic system will change. The Loadrite scale compensates for this automatically when zeroed. When check zero shows on the screen, make sure the bucket is empty, roll the bucket back and do a lift. A weight may show on the screen. That's okay. As the scale beeps, press zero and lower the bucket. This will zero the scale. Repeat as necessary. As you have learned, there are a few things to keep in mind when using your Loadrite scale. Always remember FRL. Fill the bucket with material, roll the bucket back to the stops, then lift the load smoothly. Make sure you limit your spillage and empty the bucket completely before weighing your next bucket. When loading a truck or keeping track of how much material you are moving, make sure each lift is added. And don't forget to clear the final total before starting your next loading cycle. Once again, thank you for choosing Loadrite. Your installer will review the options your foreman or manager has chosen once the system has been installed and calibrated. Remember what you've learned today, so you can always weigh right with Loadrite.
Heavy equipment on the deck.